What's good, YouTube? It is your boy, Big Cool, coming to you from Colossal Sports TV. And I am back with another video. Big news out of boxing potentially is brewing. Could Manny Pacquiao, the WBA welterweight champion, the future Hall of Famer, fighter of the decade, be taking on Ryan Garcia, an unproven, untested WBC interim lightweight champion? Let's talk about it. Before we get into this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the post notifications on to be notified every time I upload content. All right, I'm gonna post the link for 3kingsboxing.com down in the description box below so you can check it out. Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao are in preliminary talks to have a fight sometime this year. This is a head scratcher. Let's get right into it. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing. We're not going to be politically correct about this topic because there's no need to. This fight is pure garbage, trash. It shouldn't even be in any of these guys' thought process. I'm not mad at Ryan Garcia. He young, 22. He has Hollywood aspirations. He want to be a big star. He got the looks. He got the charisma. He got the social media following. I get all of that. And so far, in his 21 fights, he's shown that he's the goods. In his most significant win recently, January 2nd, he defeated two-time WBC title challenger Luke Cool Hands Campbell by 7-round TKO. In that fight, he was dropped in the second round, but he got up, showed some resolve, showed some heart, grit, and he got the job done. But you don't go from Luke Campbell to Manny Pacquiao. You just don't do that. This is the same Manny Pacquiao that defied a lot of odds in July of 2019 when he took on then unbeaten and former unified welterweight champion Keith one-time Thurman. And he dropped him and completely shut him out in the first half of that fight before Keith Thurman mounted a comeback in what would turn out to be an excellent fight between these two men. This fight makes no sense whatsoever. It's not like when Manny Pacquiao was coming up in the ranks, you know what I'm saying? He was doing this thing at lightweight, junior welterweight. It wasn't like, it's not like this situation. Manny Pacquiao, when he fought Oscar De La Hoya, was a well-known guy. He had been in the ring with Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, David Diaz, a whole bunch of other names. You know what I'm saying? Those guys stick out to me right now, but this guy's resume speaks for itself. Oh, yeah, one man, Will Marquez, can't forget him. Those guys, participated in 4 great fights. So his resume spoke for itself. His charisma, his talent, you know what I'm saying? The results of pay-per-view, regular HBO viewership, it spoke for itself. He was ascending. He was an ascending superstar that had proven himself. Keyword, proven himself. Ryan Garcia is on the polar opposite. Yes, he got a nice win over Luke Campbell. Props. But let's be real. That doesn't equate jumping up all these other guys, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, warranting a shot. And what makes it worse is this guy, Ryan Garcia, is in a hot division right now. Devin Haney, the WBC lightweight champion. Teofimo Lopez, the unified lightweight champion. Vasily Lomachenko, Gervonta Tank Davis, Jorge Linares, Javier Fortuna. Davis, let's go back to Davis. Davis is the guy that Ryan Garcia has been calling out constantly for the last 2 years. It's Tank Davis this, Tank Davis that. Making fun of him for, going up in weight in between fights. Saying that he hadn't fought nobody. Saying that you can stop him. Saying that you are going to beat the bully. Yet, you quiet all of a sudden. That fight falls to the wayside. And then you looking at Manny Pacquiao. I'm not mad at it because Manny bring that money. And also, Manny brings a big boost to his resume and his standing in the sport of boxing. Even at the age of 42 years old. A win over Manny Pacquiao for a 22-year-old Ryan Garcia would be huge. It would be huge. And if this fight is indeed finalized, which I hope it isn't, Pacquiao will be the overwhelming favorite, especially considering how people slept on him heading to his fight with Keith Thurman. Ryan Garcia lacks the experience, maybe the talent, and the overall championship pedigree to compete with a Manny Pacquiao unless he lands that big left hook. But let's jump back to Manny Pacquiao because he's not one to be absolved from the blame in this. Manny, as great as you are, you're not getting a pass for this. You're not getting a pass for this. You have two bigger money fights and a shot to become undisputed at 147 dangling right in front of your face, yet you're looking at fighting Ryan Garcia. First, it was Conor McGregor, but he got knocked out last night by Dustin Poirier in their rematch from years ago. Appreciate you, Dustin. We didn't need another, slap in the face fight involving Conor McGregor in a Hall of Fame all-time great fighter. We seen that once with him and Floyd Mayweather. But look, you got Errol Spence, who holds that IBF and WBC welterweight titles. You have Terrence Bud Crawford, who holds the WBO welterweight title. Why not pursue a fight with one of those guys? I understand those guys are more youthful, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're in their prime, but you just said not long ago that Errol Spence was too slow. You said this after his performance against Danny Garcia, in which he dominated from the beginning to the end. And if he's too slow, why not pick up the phone, call Al, tell Al to call Errol Spence people, and let's make this fight happen? Why not do that? Obviously, those words strike confidence, but these actions in the preliminary talks with Garcia lets me know that you pausing on potentially facing Errol Spence. And then you got Terrence Crawford. Y'all were both stablemates at Top Rank at one point in time. That fight was talked about amongst fans, amongst Bob Arum. I'm pretty sure your people and Crawford's people talked about it. And more recently, y'all tried to get a fight done, but it couldn't be done because y'all didn't have a location. But it's like, man, if you're not going to fight one of these two guys or give Keith Thurman a rematch, give up the belt, bro. Give up the belt. Honestly, at this point, you have nothing else to prove. If you don't want to fight these guys, just say that. But don't hold that belt hostage because you know what you're going to do to Ryan Garcia. You're going to beat his ass. You're going to knock him out. It is nothing that he's done thus far in his career that makes me believe he has any chance against Manny Pacquiao. Even with Manny Pacquiao being 42 years of age. Let's get real. Fights like this set boxing back tremendously. Fights like Mayweather, McGregor sets boxing back tremendously. You don't just got to be a non-boxer to bring shame to the sport of boxing. We've seen it through history. This is a slap in the face to fans that want to see Manny Pacquiao versus Terrence Crawford or Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence in high-stake unification bouts. It's a slap in the face to fans who want to see Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis, who he's been calling out for the longest. Went on the podcast with Mike Tyson, talk major shit. Mike Tyson got Gervonta Tank Davis on the phone. Got Mike hyped. Got everybody hyped. Like, look, he got a big win now. The fight is here. No more marinade. No more doing none of that shit. The fight is here. You got Teofimo Lopez. Who don't want to fight for 3 belts? I understand the money is always going to be tempting, and Pacquiao brings money. But at some point, you got to realize, dog, you got to build your legacy the right way. And if you do go up there and fight Pacquiao, are you going to stay at 147? I doubt it. You fooled up there. You may be fooled at 135. So why don't you stay in your lane, continue to get better, continue to gain experience, fight Devin Haney, fight Gervonta Tank Davis, fight Linares, fight Fortuna, fight Lopez, take your bumps and bruises, improve, and then gradually go from 135 to 140. You said you want to retire by the age of 26. You're 22 years old, so you got about 3.5 years left. It ain't no need to send yourself possibly into an early retirement by taking on Manny Pacquiao, because I believe Pacquiao will knock you out. But that's just my 2 cents, man. Let me know what you think about this whole Manny Pacquiao, Ryan Garcia preliminary talk issue. Do y'all like the fight? Do y'all mind the fight? Do y'all hate the fight? Let me know in the comment section down below. Be sure to check out 3kingsboxing.com every day for your latest and greatest, unfiltered, unbiased boxing news reported the way it should be. Also, like our Facebook page, 3 Kings Boxing. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3 Kings Boxing. Also like the Colossal Boxing Talk Facebook page. Again, subscribe to this channel. Turn the notification bell on to be notified every time I upload content. Until next time, I am out. Peace.